The LEGO Movie video game has 48 trophies and PSN Profiles gives it a 2 out of 10 difficulty and says it'll take 15 hours. Today, I'm gonna platinum it. My first step is to complete the 15 story missions, so let's jump straight into it. We begin our story with TT Games forgetting to add video settings in the main menu, so I have to watch the first cutscene at about 10 pixels. The prologue mission is pretty quick. President Business steals the Craggle, a tube of superglue, and then he blinds an old man who then recites a prophecy.
One day, a talented lasso fellow, a special one with face of yellow, will make the piece of resistance found.
God, schizophrenia is a horrible disease. Completing the prologue earns us our first trophy. Next, we meet Emmett, the main character, and the most generic man on Earth. For our first mission, we go to work. Yes, we go to work at a construction site. It's actually pretty fun because I get to demolish this house with a drill. For one section of the mission, we have to complete a puzzle where we select the correct Lego brick to build with. Because I'm not an autistic koala, I beat it first try, earning me a trophy. After work, I spot a trespasser on the site and I fall in love. They say love makes you do crazy things, and they're right because I fall into a 700-foot hole and touch the piece of resistance and it gets stuck to my back. I got a trophy for completing the mission. The next mission starts off great with me failing a jump made for 3-year-olds 7 times. Then I get interrogated by a severe alcoholic who really needs to consider retirement. It's okay though because I get rescued by my crush and we escape to the Wild West, earning me another trophy. In the next mission, we have to visit a bar, which is where your father spends most of his time. I kill everyone inside, but somehow in the cutscene everyone is absolutely fine. This mission was very short and boring, but I did it and I got another trophy. After that, we continue on the Wild West on a freight train. All you have to do is make your way along the carriages while fighting off waves of robots. It was pretty easy, but it had the saddest ending in LEGO game history. You see, shit kinda hits the fan and we get rescued by Batman, who turns out is my crush's boyfriend. Yeah, we just got cucked. The trophy made me feel better though. In Mission 6, we arrive in Cloud Cuckoo Land, where I actually had to Google a walkthrough because I can't complete a simple children's puzzle. This was actually an incredibly boring mission, which made my tiny attention span jump around like a druggie on LSD, or more accurately, your father. At the end of the mission, there is a cutscene where the blind dude tells the other master builders about the Craggle and I earn a trophy. Shortly after, Emmett makes a speech and gets laughed at before President Business attacks Cloud City and kidnaps most of the master builders. Unikitty gets slightly pissed off and I get a trophy for killing 20 enemies while she's angry. We end the mission after deciding to build a submarine and escape. In the next mission, we carry on trying to escape and we get a trophy for collecting all studs in this hacking minigame. We build our submarine and jump into the water, earning another trophy. The next level was one of the most annoying levels in LEGO game history. The first half is fine, but for the second half you have to swim over 10 minutes, which is super slow and boring, and these stupid fucking fish come along and take you back to where you were 20 seconds ago. Anyway, I got through it and I earned a trophy. In the next 2 missions, we get picked up by Metalbeard and walk around a boat finding fucking building instructions. I could be spending my time so much more efficiently right now. Then, me and the gang infiltrate Octane Industries to put the piece of resistance on the Craggle glue. For some reason, in this part of the mission, the button prompts were for an Xbox controller, which was really helpful for me, who plays on a keyboard. Anyway, we get past that section and then Emmett rises up wild style. Unfortunately, Batman just had to get in between our relationship.
What are you 2 losers talking about?
What? Oh, nothing but...
Thought I'd help you guys.
We try to put the piece on the tube of glue, but we get caught and fight off a bunch of robots. Then comes the real saddest moment in the history of history. Vitruvius, he misplaces his head and then dies. I don't generally cry because of video games or movies, but this brought a tear to my eye. I got 4 trophies in these 2 missions, 2 for completing the missions, 1 for getting 50 kills as Metalbeard, and 1 for completing all instruction builds in the story. The next mission is pretty stupid. You literally have to set up a camera and audio equipment in the Where Is My Pants studio so you can broadcast a message to the world. Yes, you heard me correctly. Then we move into the server room and I get a trophy for completing all master builds as Benny. I also got 1 for completing the mission. After that, I pick up the 2x stud multiplier in the open world and head into the next mission where we watch Emmett go through an acid trip and then we suffer through some completely filler gameplay where you literally just play as Emmett, another construction worker, and a firefighter. At least I earned a trophy. The following mission is a lot better. The entire city is fighting back against Lord Business and you get this huge mech thing and you essentially just walk around the city smashing anything in your way. You also get to play as Green Lantern and Superman for a while, which is actually a trophy. And, as usual, completing the mission earned me 1 more trophy. By the way, I don't normally do this, but if you're enjoying the video, I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe and turn notifications on. Now on to level 15, the final level in the game. This level is just a classic style boss battle with Lord Business. A few micromanagers come, you fight them off, and then you get a few hits at the boss. It was actually pretty underwhelming, but I'll get over it. After that, we win by literally convincing Lord Business just to be nice, I guess. That was pretty easy. There's the final story trophy. After that, I complete the bonus world containing 10 gold bricks, and then I complete all of the levels again in free play, getting all the collectibles. I also started collecting red bricks in the hub worlds. While doing that, I got a trophy for starting a fire. I also got a trophy for using President Business's big boy legs and getting a perfect score in a dancing minigame. Then, disaster struck. While trying to get the 10 times red brick, I ran into a game-breaking glitch. Basically, you have to complete a quest for a crazy cat lady where you have to find 5 of her cats and return them to her. Unfortunately, if you do things in the wrong order and the cats don't follow you correctly, the quest becomes impossible to complete, in turn making it impossible for me to complete the game. I was absolutely gutted at this after over 10 hours of gameplay. I tried everything to fix it. I tried downloading save files, I tried editing the game save files, but I could not get it to work without having to replay the main story all over again. Unfortunately, I'm just going to have to leave it there, because while I'll do a lot for these videos, I'm not willing to repeat 10 hours of boring ass gameplay. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much for watching. Now, I'd suggest this video where I actually platinum Modern Warfare Remastered.